Hello and welcome back. A lot has happened since I've recorded the last talking part. I've built a couple of things and we'll go over all of those time lapses and kind of go over everything. I don't know, just as we keep going. So let's start out with roads. I need to buckle down and get to work on these roads. I need to figure out more of the city of this area instead of just my little country home. So I've kind of laid out some wool around. I don't think it's going to be the actual way things are going to lay down. But let's go take a look. Okay, so let's get over here so you guys can see. Okay, so I started out over here. I dug out a little bit more of this hill, and we can actually go fly over. Maybe. There we go. So I dug out a bunch more area up here. I was originally going to put the next build right here, but I decided that it's, whoop, missed the landing. I decided that it's bigger. And so instead, it's going to go right here. So I actually have to dig out this area first, and then we'll eventually get up to the top of that hill. So that still needed to be dug out. And then this area will just have a little bit more filled in, and it will go right to the water's edge. And I'm still going to make the water's edge a lot nicer with some stone bricks and things like that. But I have to terraform the river, and I don't want to do that yet. So I haven't. There is going to be a pathway leading up to this one so that I can quickly get up here, just like on the other side. Let me get up here. There we go. So right now I have it going down here so that it will connect to the new build, and this is going to be a series of buildings. I think I'm only going to build 1 or 2 this episode though, but you'll kind of get an idea of what I'm going for. And they will continue up this hill until they kind of come back around and create like an alleyway street, and then we'll start the same kind of thing up this slope. I think I mentioned that last time. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I mentioned that last time. And then this area is going to wrap around and connect with Shallon's or Creamsicle's base. So that'll be really fun to finally be connected to the rest of the randoms. So I'm not over here on my own little island. And then I also have some pathways that I want to build over here. And these will just be going to the building in the stairway, so I don't feel like they need to be a road, but more of a path. But I did my paths over there with brick. And so I guess I probably need to continue that here. There will be different lighting, and I'll add more gardens to kind of make everything unified around here. I also never added gardens around this building, and I really want to do that soon. It's not going to happen this episode, but I do want to continue this kind of overgrown look over here. And also over in our barn, I actually do have all of the leaves I need for the other side of the barn and the chicken coop, and I haven't put them up yet. So I'm probably going to do that in the next coming episodes or so. I'm not sure when, but sometime soon. Okay, it's getting dark though, so I'm going to go inside, not because I'm scared. I am super brave, as we know. I'm going to go inside though, and maybe we can plan this out together. Oops, rocket. Okay, I went and got a few supplies. Ugh, I have wasted like 12 rockets closing my door. Okay, so I have just some different bricks, and I think I want to do like a 3x3 path that goes to the door and then also to the stairs. So I'll probably follow the wool to do that. But I also was thinking of like, because most of this area is going to be gardens, or I don't know, it's going to be something. I was thinking of maybe doing a couple of like rocks on the edges, maybe using some of this stuff and just like putting in, you know, a couple rocks here and there. Just trying to make things see. Yeah, I'll have to kind of play around with how these will look, but just as to give an idea of what I'm thinking, like just some rocks to kind of give some structure and some... I'm having a hard time with words today. I want to use the rocks basically as a way to outline the path, but also make it feel like we had to cut this out of nature. And I'm planning to have a lot of trees and things that kind of drape over. Like to the left of us is a jungle. And I really want that overgrown feeling. Maybe not quite as overgrown as jungles are. I still want to be able to walk through it. But we will have our pathways, and I'm also going to just put some hidden lights in around so that you don't see all these ugly torches. This is kind of like, you know, first week stuff, having torches out. At least for me, I typically try to get rid of them as quickly as I can. And for the most part, where I have the pathway already done, I can use glow lichen to make this, missed the hole, make this lit up so you can't really have any mob spawn down here, but it also doesn't make it super bright all the time. Oh good, it's raining. That'll help us look visually great. And then over here, like I have the bridge, and again, it makes it so I don't have to have torches around because I have so many lanterns around. And there's still some around here that are out, and I need to fix that as well. I really like having it seem like it's lived in, right? And this cabin, to have this much overgrown, had to have been here for a long time. And right now it looks like it was just kind of plopped down on the plains ground. So we're going to fix that. And then I think I'm going to start by doing that with this path. So it is going to look a little bit funny for a while, just because I'm not going to be putting in all the garden areas. I haven't had that inspiration yet, let's just say. We'll get there though. And then over where there is actually going to be more of a road, I think I'm going to switch from this kind of layout here where it's like cobble and bricks and do a more actual road. Like right here will probably be still the bricks, but out here, and you can't really tell because of the fog, but this is where it's actually going to be a road because it's going to go up and through buildings, and all of the buildings are going to be connected on one side, or mostly connected. There might be a few gaps. And then kind of like Enigma's waterfront area. But these are going to be just a different style of building. And then when we do across the water as well, that is also going to have more roads. And so we have to design those. And I think I'm going to talk to Doolin because he is really good at roads, and he seems to really, really like roads. So we're going to let him help us with that and plan them out, because that's not something I'm that great at, and I'd like to get better. So that'll be really fun. Anyway, I am going to work on building the pathways over here, and I'm probably not going to work on the roads today just because that's going to take a lot of planning. And I have some other things that I want to get to this episode, like building the big building that's going to go right here. And then also I have something really fun. So I guess I'm going to go wait for it to be a little brighter outside so that I can show you guys what I'm doing. And then we'll jump back once we're done building the pathways. Okay, I grabbed like 3 stacks of bricks and everything, but it was not enough. So I'm going to go make some more and then we can fill in this section, and then I'll go do just a little section down to the other building. And then I think we'll be ready to start on the building. All right, we got the last of the pathways in. I am going to have to terraform. Let me get down here. I am going to have to terraform around this whole thing right here just to build up some rocks. I actually don't want any of this to really be dirt. I want it to actually be rocks. I mean, I guess there will be some dirt in there, but I want it to be kind of like a cliffside that goes straight into the water. So this is all going to change and is just kind of temporary for now, which is why the stairs look like they don't fit. Hopefully, hopefully they will in the end. And then right now, I guess I will get started on getting the supplies for the building that goes right here. It is a little bit bigger than I thought it was going to be. And so in the design world, it looks great. It looks like, oh, this is a big building and it's cool. And then when I put it in here, I was like, oh, that's probably one of the biggest buildings I've built yet. So we're gonna build, we're gonna go get all the supplies for it to build it. And that will take me a little bit. So we'll jump into the time lapse for that. Okay, the first building is in, and I like that you can see it from here. I think it adds some, I don't know, it just adds something to the skylight. I'm kind of wondering if I like the buildings there though. I might not. Let's go take a better look. So it is really cool coming up over the hill and seeing this here. But if you imagine that this is only one side of the street and there's going to be a whole nother side, and then we're going to see the back of the buildings here. I don't know if I like that. It took me so long to place these blocks because I kept falling off, as you might have seen in the time lapse. But I think I might want to move these over there to the other side of the river. There's already kind of a natural like slope right here that can kind of wrap around, and then maybe these buildings will be up here at the end of the alleyway. I think I might like that more. And then over here I would put more country houses because that's what this kind of island is supposed to be. So if we look at our island here, let's zoom in a little bit more. I imagine this area being more of like the rural area, and then this is more of the condensed city area, and then there'd be the bridge that would connect us over to Shallon. This is Shallon over here, and then Creamsicle over here. So I think I might move it. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to think about it for a little while. I am gonna put another building right here connected to it in this episode. We'll just do that next. I just want to see if I like it and maybe just thinking about it a lot. But if you guys have an opinion, I would love to hear it. Help, maybe? It would be really good to know if you guys think I should put it on the other side of the hill or if you think this is a good spot for it. Anyway, okay, I am going to build this other one so you guys can kind of see what I'm going for, and then maybe that will give you a little bit more of a decision. I also, when I was designing these, I didn't really think about interiors too much because typically I just build the interior as we go, and there's not really much room for interior. So this might just have a little bit of farms or something in here, just something that's tall, like maybe a sugarcane farm or a bamboo farm or something like that. And then same thing with this one that attaches, but the next ones that I have designed are much wider, so we can fit better things in there and do much more of an interior. Anyway, I like the way the building looks, so that's good. That's a plus. At least that wasn't useless. Yeah, anyway, okay, I will wait for the comments to see if anybody has any thoughts on if this should be moved across the river. And in the meantime, I am going to build this next building, and then we're going to do something fun. The second building is in, and you can kind of just barely see the rooftop as you're coming over here. I'm still iffy on keeping them here, so I'm kind of anxious to hear what people think in the comments, because that's, I don't know, I can just picture like the back of buildings right here, and it doesn't seem like it kind of goes with this area. But like going up a hill and then transitioning into a city seems more like it. I don't know, we'll see. But the new building, like I said before, is just as skinny as this one, so I think we'll have whatever tall farms we can fit into these instead of doing interiors. And then the buildings get wider from here, so we will be able to put other things in there. And I think that's all the building we're gonna do out here. Let's go do something fun now. I really want to get good at this game. As you know, I've been kind of on my get good at Minecraft arc, and I got brave, and then I used that bravery, and now I kind of want to learn how to parkour. So I'm going to build a course and teach myself how. It's probably going to be a multi-episode build though, because it's pretty big. So I'll at least build the like structure of it this episode, but the functionality might have to go to next episode. I don't know, we'll see. It will be in the bunker though, just because if I need to train, what better place to train than in my bunker? We're inside now. I have changed to my bunker attire, and it's pretzel time. And now let's go down here. And I think what I'm gonna do is, I took out a bunch of farms in here, so I think I'm gonna build it in there. But first things first, I need to get some supplies. And some of them are in here. So I'm gonna kind of just sit in here for a little while and let things grow, I guess. And then once I gather all the supplies, we'll jump into a time lapse of me building the course. Okay, this thing is massive. I didn't actually think it would be quite so large. It doesn't really fit in here, so I'm gonna have to like push this wall out so that we can view it a little bit better. But you'll start up here. There's a hole right there, and the goal is to get all of the gold blocks, which are kind of the coins that would be in Mario. So you'll get a wooden pickaxe, and you have to jump in the right order, because sometimes you won't be able to make it if you don't mine the gold blocks in the right order. Like here, for instance, you won't be able to make it over here if you don't mine these the right way. And honestly, it's been several weeks since I designed this, so I actually don't really remember the order. But there are still a few things to do. Up here, there are holes. This is kind of hard to see. I might have to go into the cheaty cam, but right here, there are 2 holes, and those are supposed to be full of lava. So if I miss the jumps, then I burn in lava. And down here, there are some pipes that go down, but there's also, maybe it's on the other one too. No, it's right here. So this is a 2-block jump. And if you see there's like a sneaky little button right here, I need wind stuff in here that will kind of boost me up so that I can get up the second jump. And I was trying to think of how I could make this enclosed so it kind of, I don't know, it feels like its own thing. And if there's a viewing area, if any of the other randoms want to play this, they're welcome to, and they can watch each other play. I'm going to build like an area back here that you can kind of watch from, mostly so I can position the camera to watch me do it. But I added this skulk here for the basement level, and I think that kind of sets the tone for downstairs. Mario is always darker in the basement, so I think this works down here, but I have no idea what to do on the upper floors. Let me go back up the stairs here. I could continue the skulk all the way around so the focus just really stays on that, or I could try and find some sort of a different look. So if anybody has any suggestions, I would very much appreciate it. I've been trying to think for a couple weeks about what I could do with this. And as you were building, you may or may not have noticed this is only like 1 block wide inside here. So there's really not a lot of room for error. It does make it a platform game, so it's kind of fun. I'm excited to try it once everything is complete. We did a lot this episode though, and I'm really excited about the progress. Even if we have to move those other buildings to the other side, it's still progress, and I designed where roads are gonna go. So I'm pretty sure that is like actual work. However, I think this is the end of the episode since it's getting a little bit long, and I will continue working on this in the next episode. Hopefully I'll have some ideas about what I can do to cover it up, or it might be the other episode after that. I'm not sure. I have some other plans that I want to get through, and it's Halloween right now, so it might be kind of fun to do something different next episode that has more to do with that. But we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope that you have a great day. Don't forget to do something kind. Bye!